And if the guy said, the guy was saying like, oh yeah, meet me at the top of the stairs, go through the beast, blah blah blah. And if like in a plane, like you know the real thing they use in a plane compared to the top of the stairs. Alright, bro, listen to this. We're back on the NF journey. This is a weird one because it's another single in the between the albums, and this is actually NF is the feature.
So it's the first single where he's actually the feature,
yeah,
and not his
song. So this is the main person is Futuristic. The song's called Epiphany, featuring NF. So
and apparently he pays homage to Meek Mill.
Interesting. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what this is about.
Dutch?
It said Dutch. Alright, I'll turn it off.
I had an epiphany, I was repeating history. I was doing everything I hated, a weight on my shoulders, I let it all get to me. I had an epiphany, I just smiled at my enemies. I was listening to everybody who was talking but never did shit for me. Yeah, I had an epiphany, I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry.
I feel like I've heard of this guy before, Futuristic, and he looks familiar as well. I don't know if he's like, is he like from social media? He's a social media like rapper kind of thing. That maybe that's how he blew up. It seems familiar for some reason. Trying to change his ways. He's had an epiphany. He's been doing the same thing on repeat.
Yeah, I had an epiphany. I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry. They ain't as sick as me. I had an epiphany.
Did you see that switch?
Well, between the two.
Yeah.
So he walks to bed and then NF turns around.
Yeah, look.
I had an epiphany. I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry. They ain't as sick as me. I had an epiphany. I was seeing somebody that never had no good intentions for me. Now she missing me. Yeah. Moral of the story is nobody did it for me. Had to make a change. I was living in the city with no scene. I had a dream. I had to make a lane. Always knew that I couldn't live off a minimum wage, ripping the pay stuff. I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff, but I got into the game without a cent to my name, and now I'm balling like I'm in the NBA, bruh. And I know I got a lot, but I'm not content. If they ask me to stop, I will not consent. Never let nobody block, it's my shot to miss. You can meet me at the top if you hop the fence, and you climb the stairs, and you fight the beast, and you lose your way, then you find your peace.
You can meet me at the top if you hop the fence and climb the stairs and beat the beast. So like, if you go through all of these challenges, you can see me there.
Yeah, and basically almost like an adventure game.
yeah, kind of. Like the final boss in like a game.
Yeah.
But I think I know this guy from now.
I heard his flow before. Where?
So I watched like covers back in the day of like Trap Queen, like Fetty Wap song Trap Queen and all of that, and it used to be these like guys, William Singe and like all of these guys who used to do like melodic like singy covers of like, these rap songs. And I think he rapped on one of them. I can't remember which one, but I think it was a Drake song. I think he rapped on it.
Oh, right.
Me at the top if you hop the fence, and you climb the stairs, and you fight the beast, and you lose your way, then you find your peace, and you do it sober, then you find a drink, then you spiral down, and it all repeats. And I always had a vision I could get it, so I did it by my lonely. I don't owe nobody nothing, never let nobody own me. Got some money from the music, and I spend it on the homies, but don't put nothing before me. Gave a whip to Lil Brody, and I'm only getting started. And I'm meeting with the people that I starved with, and my batteries I had to recharge them. I made an album, but that shit was garbage. Yo,
I'm meeting with people that I starved with. Mm-hmm. But then he also says, I made an album that was garbage.
Yeah. You don't get it right first. Not everyone gets it right first time, man. You gotta fail sometimes.
In my batteries, I had to recharge them. I made an album, but that shit was garbage. Yo, I was trapped in a gimmick. I finally get it. I'm here to make music that matters. If I die, it'll all be alright, cause the message I gave you will live for me after. In my chapter will highlight.
I like that. If I die, the message will live with you after. Like,
even when you die, music. Still...
Cole says that a lot as well, doesn't he? Like,
his stuff is timeless, even after he's gone.
Yeah.
He's still going to be around, yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest challenges you can have as an artist. You want to have music that people listen to even after you're gone.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
Because there's so many people that like a certain generation will listen to, but to be like between generations where multiple generations listen, that's true success.
That's true success.
Light a lifetime of energy gave through a bright mind. How you never had to stand on the sideline. How you the guide to your own guidelines. That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah. That's an epiphany.
That's enough, right?
I had an epiphany, yeah. I had an epiphany that I could make history, that I could prove everyone wrong that told me I wasn't cut out for this music thing. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if I took my energy and use it on positive things in my life instead of the people that lie to me, huh? Yeah, I had an epiphany that I could put all of my hurt into music and use it for people that might feel the same as me. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, I had an epiphany that I can use all the hurt and then put it out there for people that feel the same as me. So like the relatable thing we all
I think you
talk about with
completely
NF.
butchered the lyrics.
Probably, yeah. But I got the sentiment.
But his voice sounds so much like better,
clearer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
It's quite easy. NF is
quite
really easy to understand.
yeah.
That's one thing that
He's very
he's got
clear
going for
in
him.
his words. Even sometimes when he's quick, he's quite
It's easy to catch bars with him. I think
Yeah.
Cole has something similar where he's quite easy to like.
Dave has that. There's
understand.
quite a few artists who have that.
I find Kendrick is quite difficult sometimes.
Kendrick is difficult.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because he uses his voice like an instrument almost. Like he
Yeah.
changes his voice so much.
Heard in the music and use it for people that might feel the same as me. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if everyone knew my depression was worse than they thought? They probably gonna look at me differently.
Oh wow. What if everyone knew my depression was different from what they thought? Like worse than
No,
what they
worse
thought.
than they thought.
And then they'll look at me differently. What? Damn. Do you think that's true? Do you think people look at people differently if they're like going through a tougher time?
They do.
Do you think?
100%, man. I
Damn,
think so.
I don't think I've personally ever done that. Like if someone's going through a tough time, I'm still like, oh, it's this person, but they're going through a tough time. So like,
I think that
let me just either leave them to it, or can I help them? Like depending on
I think
the
they look at
person,
you
they might
differently
need
because
different things.
it comes from a place of concern. Like when I have done that, it came from a place of concern. Like, how can I help you? Like, what can I do to help? But there's others who might feel different.
Yeah, I guess it's hard because you don't want to just like pity someone because they're going through like a tough time and patronize them.
No, because that's not gonna help.
Yeah, I think depending on the person, I'm either like
I'm gonna let
I'm
them
here,
be, knowing that
I'm
they'll
here if you
make-
need me, but
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be intrusive. But if it's someone that I know is like
who needs
someone needs to intrude and be like, let me make the situation
And
better,
that-
then
you have to
maybe
adjust.
I'll be a bit more forceful. Be like, yo, what can I do?
Yeah.
Depression was worse than they thought. They probably gonna look at me differently. Yo, this song got me going back when I was a stupid kid, thinking maybe I can make it in the music biz, and then I figured out the politics and realized that half of y'all don't even know what music is. Ain't going nowhere, I told them to get used to me. Feels like I'm living in a movie scene, a bunch of people trying to tell me how to act and breathe. One thing I never let nobody ever do is tell me who to be. I never
Feel like I'm living in a movie scene, a bunch of people telling me how to act and who to be. So like,
But you missed the last part.
movie scene, a bunch of people trying to tell me how to act and breathe. One thing I never let nobody ever do is tell me who to be.
yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Which
So,
is-
acting,
which is the
but I
same-
can't let no one tell me who to be.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I'm gonna be myself, and like
Yeah.
I'm trying to break into this hard industry, and everyone's like, the only way to do it is
act
to
this
be this
way,
way,
yeah,
etc.
yeah.
Make this music, etc. And he's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna do it my own way. And then he flipping did it, didn't he?
The movie scene, a bunch of people trying to tell me how to act and breathe. One thing I never let nobody ever do is tell me who to be. I never got into the party scene. Maybe I was just scared to drink. Cause addiction, it runs in my family. That's someone I was scared to be. You're looking pitiful compared to me since I can barely read. All I wanted was somebody I could trust that I knew would keep it real with me. Rap's always been a man for me. That's when I figured out that maybe I'm the one that's gotta make it on my own. Yeah, it's clear to see. A lot of people thinking what I'm doing is a gimmick. Everything you hear me writing, I've been living. I ain't quitting, sending money to my family, trying to show them that I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm home, when I'm with them. And this is the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals.
He says that he was sending like money to his family, and like when he's with them, he tries to appreciate that time they have together and stuff. I don't actually like. We hear a lot of obviously about his mum's side and all the like pain that came with.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like about his dad's side. I would love to, or like where did he end up staying? Was he with like a stepfather?
Oh, you mean that part of the story?
The actual like part of the story of
yeah, we
who
might
was
hear
there
about that.
rather than who wasn't there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The family that he's got siblings as well,
He said sister, right?
but he hasn't ever talked about them, has he? In his
No,
songs.
apart from later in Mama,
Mama.
which was later. So hopefully he talks about them at some point here.
I've been living, I ain't quitting, sending money to my family, trying to show them that I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm home, when I'm with them. And this is the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals. Lord knows I'ma get it, that sneak mill.
Lord knows. Do you know the
I'ma
song?
Get It. I mean,
No, there's a song called Lord Knows.
from Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I also had him say, "Lord knows I'm get it. I'm gonna get it." I thought that was a bar from him, but yeah.
maybe he says that, but he has a
But
song
Lord
called
knows-
Lord Knows, which is actually a banger. Like I love
Really?
that song. Yeah. You might have heard it. It starts like, "All I wanted was a new Mercedes." Have you ever heard that that intro?
I'm not a big fan of Meek Mill. I'm not.
Really?
I haven't. Maybe a couple songs. Blue Note, is that a Meek Mill song? Blue Note.
Not sure, man. Not sure.
Oh,
Um,
sorry if I messed that up.
no,
but
Meek
yeah.
Mill. There's so many like memes about him where like he raps like he's like in a different room to the mic because he's always shouting like crazy and all of his songs.
That's just-
Cherish every moment when I'm home, when I'm with them, and this is the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals. Lord knows I'ma get it, that's Meek Mill. Yeah, I lay on my bed at night thinking there's gotta be more to me. I'm trying to pay off the mortgage and live the life of the people I love in the midst of it. I've always thought that if I learn from mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting me. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything. That's an epiphany.
Has it just switched between the two?
I was
And
trying
it
to
seamless?
listen to it to see if the voice changed, but it was just consistent. It
Yeah.
sounded like it was just Nate the whole time.
Lord knows I'ma get it, that's Meek Mill. Yeah, I lay on my bed at night thinking there's gotta be more to me. I'm
Yeah.
trying to pay off
That's
the
still in
mortgage
it.
and live the life of the people I love in the midst of it. I've always thought that
Yeah,
if
I
I
think it's
learn
still
from
in.
mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting me. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything. That's an epiphany.
No, I think they were different. I think it was. I don't know.
That's an
Tough to
epiphany.
say.
Yeah. I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah.
Interesting. I actually really enjoyed that song. You know,
I did.
it's quite nice. I
was a
think
nice
he
song. Yeah, that was a good
bodied Futuristic on his own song. I'm not gonna lie. I much preferred the NF.
He did.
NF verse.
But it's one of those things. Like if you're trying to get a feature from someone who's that good with his
Yeah,
music and creativity, you need
You gotta
to
up your levels.
And I'm sure they do.
I'm sure
but
he did. I'm sure he
There's
did. but-
levels to artists. Like you'll
Yeah,
always.
yeah.
You could argue that someone who's been listening to Futuristic for a long time may say
Yeah,
Futuristic.
exactly.
I think
And
you kind of build a taste.
And if the guy said, the guy was saying like, "Oh yeah, meet me at the top of the stairs, go through the beast," blah blah blah, and if like in a plane, like you know the real
Yeah,
thing, like he's in
yeah.
a plane compared to the top of the stairs compared
Yep.
to this guy. But yeah, another good song, man.
It was a good
Let's
song.
see,
It was a
let's
good
see
song.
what's next.